Good evening, everybody. It's the nightcap game here in Tampere in Finland. Sweden and Finland will face off in the final game of the day. This game has it all, the home team, the local rivalry. It should be a phenomenal end to game day one. Previous games already today, Great Britain lost to Lithuania. Montenegro were beaten by the world champions, Germany. And now the stage is set for the hosts to open up their campaign. Apologies for the graphic there. The Group B teams aren't those teams that you just saw with that ahead of you. The only two teams that haven't played so far are these two teams, Finland and Sweden. And an absolute packed house. There is not, for love nor money, anywhere to get a ticket for tonight's game. It is full to the rafters. Mark Clark and Shona Thorburn taking on this game, the final game of game day one, and we've been waiting for this since whatever time this morning. All day there's been an expectation across the city.
You said it. We've heard that this game was sold out for the last while, actually, and not that attendance was bad for our first two games, but we knew the energy was going to be brought by the fans here tonight, and you can feel the excitement. You have little droplets of yellow jerseys around as they made the trip over the water to come and cheer on their Swedish team, their fans, but wow, are there a lot of blue and white, and I'm excited to hear the howl.
Absolutely phenomenal number of shirts, of noise. The whole atmosphere is building here in the arena. Sweden have the head-to-head on these two, 3-2, but in recent years, Finland has become a up-and-coming power of European basketball. Yeah. Phenomenal performances and phenomenal crowd, and they get the chance to welcome their team onto the floor in Tampere.
And, you know, that's what you said, and we were talking about that before the game, how, you know, there's this core group of players that have played a lot of games with each other for this Finnish team, and I think they still have a lot of room to grow and improve in the next couple of years. But right now, their goal, there's a reason why the Federation wanted to host this event here in Tampere, Finland. It's because they believe with a home court advantage, they're going to get out of the group phase and they're going to head to Latvia. And I think this team has the talent to do this. Obviously, Sweden haven't been at this party since 2013. There's one player who participated back in 2013. And, you know, you said it, Sweden, they're kind of up-and-comers. Like, I think you can compare them to what Finland has been able to do. That 7th place finished at last EuroBasket. They were at the World Cup in 2023. Sweden are there, they're knocking on the door.
Wow, this is going to be exciting. We're going to talk about it a lot more after the national anthems of both countries.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, we invite you to stand for the national anthem of Sweden. Seuraavana Suomen kansallislaulu. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Finland.
you don't have to say a word about the atmosphere in here after the renditions of both those national anthems. Players will meet at the halfway line to exchange mementos of this game, coaches as well. And we will get a look at the third team on the floor, the three officials who take charge of this evening's game. Georgios Konstantidis from Greece, Boris Krejci from Slovenia, and Martin Horozov from Bulgaria are the three officials that make up the third team on the floor. Jonah, it's a much hyped game. It's a much talked about game. One, because it's Finland's opening game, but it's the local rivalry that always adds that extra little bit of spice to a game like this.
It does, and you know, I think this game would have been sold out even if it wasn't Sweden, but you said it, there's rivalry in sports. This rivalry goes beyond just basketball. It's a rivalry in a lot of other sports, though I think these two countries have a lot of respect for each other. They're still going to be cheering for the home team, and I had to take off my headset because that national anthem was incredible.
Absolutely. Starting lineup for Finland there, highlighted by Lauri Markkanen, obviously. 42 and 48 points in the part of the preparation. The single highest scoring player in prep, and he is the player that we're highlighting from Finland. Seasons in the NBA, he's averaging 18.2 points a game. He's playing 31 minutes, which is a shift in the NBA. So he is a superstar. Is he the superstar that's going to carry the weight of his team on his shoulders? Well, only time will tell. And we're going to get a look at this Sweden team who have been on a journey. Coach says it's a journey. It's not just about this tournament. And they've finally got back to a EuroBasket. You highlighted it. 2013 is 12 years ago. This has had meaning just because they're here. And I guess in that backcourt with Larson, who had the NBA build-up, those two are going to have to control this.
Yeah.
But as you identified, Godfors was here before. He's the one guy that can say, hey guys, this is what happens at a EuroBasket.
This is what it takes. We need to stay calm, but Larsson's, you know, he's the next up-and-coming star of the Swedish basketball team, and I think we're going to be saying his name for a long time to come. Those were his stats from the NBA playoffs with the Miami Heat, and you know, you expect a big performance from him offensively. I think they're really going to need it against Finland.
Well, the countdown to tip-off, the TISO countdown to tip-off, we're only a minute away from the tip of this game. Coach Lassi Tuovi has been with this Finnish national team for a long time as the assistant initially to Detman, and he's really done an amazing job. He's now in Japan coaching club basketball as well, and he has carried on this momentum that Henrik Detman built as the start of this Finnish program.
Well, no, he really has. I mean, he's the one that brought them that success back in 2022. He was there with them in 2023. They have only grown and progressed with Coach Lassi.
Well, and it's this Swedish team, as Coach said during his press conference yesterday, we talked about them being on a journey. So many close games to get here. They had to do it in the last game over Montenegro in a two-point game. They know how to win tight ones. Their backcourt is going to have the game of their lives, though, if they're going to stay with a team that really could build momentum coming out of their home court.
I mean, they have a sixth man in the crowd as you see the fans there on your screen. How do you not want to play in front of this? Or is it going to bring you a lot more nerves that maybe you don't need? That
shirt getting heavy, the heavy shirt. I'm sure it's going to be the energy that adds to a team that wants to be up-tempo. And this is, well, hang on to your hats, much used over phrase. This game is going to be from minute 1 to minute 40, a real head-to-head, quick up-tempo game. And if you like your basketball that way, this is what you're going to get. Welcome to Tampere. The home team in the blue get the opening tip and will advance it. Salin goes inside, what a pass! Well, let's just calm the nerves with a great cut.
I mean, just a simple action, no help there on the back screen.
And if you'd have said Max Huni was going to get it under the ring and score the first 2 points, that would not be on the script.
You know, I'm not sure that was the system written up, but it worked, and you take an easy look, that's open.
A deep three and a rushed three is no good. Defense's rebound is cleared up. Then puts it on the floor, takes it straight to the ring, gets fouled, will go to the free throw line. And you want to run, they average 100 points a game in preparation. This team want to score.
They went 4-0 in preparation like you talked about, and a big reason, you said they averaged 100 points. He averaged almost 40 a game. I mean, he scored over 40 twice, and he had big 30-point outputs as well. So you get him running in the full court, he's going to be hard to stop.
Absolutely.
He out of any player in preparations games, he had the best preparation heading into this tournament. And not just one game, continuous games.
Absolutely. Nothing better also. Get to the free throw line, make your couple of throws, settle yourself down. 2 from 2 from the line. And Finland out of the box. 4-0 start. Up the floor. Just straight man-to-man pressure. And Sweden will advance the ball. Perry Larsson gets them into the half court. I think they're going to have to spend some time with the basketball, try and take some pace out of these opening minutes. Casson goes lob. Oh, Markkinen. Well, let's just say he read it like a book. Too much of a lob. He was just too athletic on the split line. Just got there quickly. Could have caught it.
He could have just grabbed it from the air, to be honest.
Pressure all over the ball. They settle for the deep three. Larsson can't get it to go. And again, Finland in transition. Their defense so far has been absolutely suffocating. Inside touch. Just a perfect start for the home team. Panther goes back door, doesn't get it. Gasson puts it on the floor, gets to the foul lines and kicks again. The defense is aggressive to say the least. 4 seconds on the possession. Goes up with a tough one, doesn't get it to go, and that'll be an offensive foul on the glass.
That's going to be his second because he fouled Markkinen, right?
Wow.
I mean, you kind of need to keep him in.
At this stage, after the start.
Yeah, I think you need to. He's your best player. He's probably your most efficient offensive player as well.
Finland in the half court. Will hit the second side. Matsuni backs it out, gets a little bit of separation, puts it on the floor, tries to break the defense down and travel.
Good defensive possession there by Sweden. They were able to cover the off-ball screen situations, the flares.
Well, they've decided to
take
him out,
okay.
Protect him. Now you can look at it 2 ways. Confidence in the rest of the lineup is the positive way to look at it. As NG checks in. Casson moves it on. NG puts it on the floor, tries to break the defense down, has to kick it. The open three is good. And more time, more patience. And Galafors, it's like he's not been away.
And he's been waiting a long time. I'm sure he's been talking to his Swedish teammates about this opportunity that they have in front of them.
Markkinen puts it on the floor, goes inside, a lot of contact! Went through the contact and flushed it. Outside, tries to break the defense down. The defense contains the penetration so well. Needs a pass, just about saves it. 5 on the possession. G gets to the ring for 2. Nice finish. Tough layup, can't make it. Aucasson will advance the basketball. Just need to take a little passion out of the game. Was with a little runner, doesn't get it to go. Marklin clears up the mess and brings it. Saline lines it up for three. And you can almost feel the crowd trying to suck that one in. The veteran, the captain, tries to open his account. Off the glass for two, super move.
Yeah.
Took it deep, got him really deep. Used his body so well.
That was an excellent move there by the veteran.
Getafors his second basket of the night. Max Hooney to the corner. The open three is no good. Rattled around in the ring. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Will belong to Sweden. Carl Jantunen has really started this game aggressively, trying to take it to the ring. Looks to let the early shot go. Getafors will advance it. And Aucasson is going to spend a lot of time with the basketball. Breaks the defense down, inside, outside, has to kick. It's it going up, off the glass for two, and Sweden are getting a lot of joy out of penetration right now. Aren't settling for the shot, looking to be aggressive against the help, and Finland aren't really helping. Just playing on ball, marking him for the three, gets it to drop.
He's just so talented. Wow. You know, you call Porzingis the unicorn in Latvia. He has to be the unicorn for Finland, his height, his athleticism.
Super follow. Simon Briganda shows a little bit of hop. Gets on the offensive glass. And for all the hype and for all the atmosphere, it's an 11-11 start. And Sweden, to an extent, settled down, taking a little bit of atmosphere out of the gym. And they're going to have to go deeper than the rotation they would normally like, because without Larson, because of the foul trouble, you know, having to bring in Tobias Borg early, and he normally partners Larson in the backcourt in their prep games. Yeah, but Borg, with his time in Spain, is vastly experienced, but it's a very small backcourt on the floor for Sweden right now. Sweden already with 3 team fouls. Markkanen's drawn 2 of those. There's not a lot about his game that you don't like, is there, really? It's makes his free throws, shares the basketball, plays his defense. Just unicorn is a good description. It's a very, you know, comparable situation.
I mean, I think he's exciting, but it's his height, it's his shooting ability from outside, but then his athleticism for someone as tall as he is. He's quick, he can jump, he's got great body control, good timing.
Of course, to the ring, what a block though. They're gonna count that.
Yeah, I think it hit the backboard.
Yep. Referees are never wrong. It's just, let's put it right out there. Kumbay just came from nowhere though. Got there really quickly. Just didn't time it. Got the ball away. Sweden have the 13-12 lead. Thoreau Little checks in. Marklin. They're going to call it a block. I'm not really sure how else you can try to defend it.
I know right now you see Sweden talking to the referees a lot because they're trying to draw charges, but he was still moving. So you got to come early. You got to take the contact. They're trying to take the contact off their chest right now, but they need to be a half second earlier, I think, and then they'll draw a charge.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, considering how fast Markkanen is.
And you can't gap him because he'll just knock down the perimeter shot. back to the free throw line. Chance to restore Finland's advantage. Both teams going into rotations quite early. Andre Gustafsson in the backcourt has checked in for the home team. And G has done well since he came in for Larson early. He hasn't. Guarded by Little. It's just hard to break this defense down. They'll switch it. Looking inside, can't go. They look high-low. 5 on the clock. Markin just picks it out the air with the steal. Gives it up. Super pass. What a finish. What a break. And Disson gets out on the break just with a quick Euro step, finishes the play. Breaks it down. Panzer goes off the glass. It's blocked. Unceremoniously blocked, and they're out and running again. They go upstairs. What a defensive play. The crowd are waiting for the highlight.
Yeah, Anderson, a nice heads-up play.
Oh, yeah.
Probably knew what was coming. And how about this block, though? His other block got taken away from him for goaltending that time. It's almost like a volleyball spike.
Yeah, spiked it.
That would have been a highlight play, so really a good job there by Roland Anderson to get back and break up that, because it might have been a poster.
Markusson steps in for Sweden, as both teams are going to have to rotate. Sweden show a little 2-3 zone.
I don't know if it's because it was a side out, the ball was on the side, or because Markkanen has gone out now.
The age-old problem of putting bodies on people in the zone. No one put, there was 1-on-3 on the glass for Finland. But Kumbo just went to work. He's had an impact, done an athletic job since he's come into the game. He's undersized at 203, but plays a lot bigger.
I think it's also because of his athleticism.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sweden in the penalty. Finland yet to commit a foul. And when you consider the defensive pressure they're put on, that's a hell of a job. Staying in stance, containing the penetration. Well, there's 2 for 2 from the line. And Finland will pick up early again. Euro Little tries to fight through. Jump. It's a holding foul off the ball. Pressure that Finland exerting, literally challenging Sweden to attack the hoop and break the defense down. They've got nothing off any action away from the ball. Haven't released anybody for open perimeter looks. His ball has to do it off the dribble. Stops and pops it. Tough shot. Doesn't get it to drop. Embo comes down with a rebound. Looks to push. They have numbers. Little attacks it in transition. Draws the foul. Will go to the free throw line. That's transition basketball.
And do you know what I like here? You know, Juntunen is the only starter from this Finnish team, but the momentum, the speed, the physicality, nothing has changed for Finland when, you know, their bench players have stepped up onto the court.
It's like that like-for-like, relentless rotation of players. Chance to increase the lead. Sweden led 13-12. This would make it a 7-0 run if they make both. Opens it out to a 19-13 lead if they get the second to drop. Kassan checks back in for Sweden. Sweden will take the timeout with 2:56 to go in quarter one. And I like the call because the momentum is starting to wear them down a little bit.
It's not a big lead, but you can feel the momentum shifting.
Absolutely. It's not about the number, is it? It's the way the game is progressing. Let's take a listen in this Swedish timeout.
Andas lite. Men när ni går, så gå 100% som Barra gjorde. Okej, går vi så går vi. Det är helt okej. Vi andas lite bara. Barra, Ludde, Matte, Denzel och Ville. Gå på Ludde, men Ludde du sätter screen för Denzel. När han är förbi dig så går du ut här. Matte, gå ganska högt. Loopar in. Barra, attackera. Kolla Denzel. Har vi ingenting?
Here is Wakasi Fusion Dance Team. Ja nyt Tampereen Areena kättä yhteen DJ Vikin tahtiin. Let's go!
Get the highlight of that throwdown by Markman early in the game. And as we said at the time, not really a lot of way to guard that. Once he gets his momentum, once he's downhill.
Yeah. You try and take a charge, which is what they have been doing, but it's not working out, and they've put him to the free throw line. He's already been to the free throw line for Finland 6 times. He's 5 of 6 from there. And there he is. Yeah, there you go. 10 points.
Just another day at the office. Jai will advance the basketball. They're having to go without Larson in this first half after picking up the 2 early fouls. Oh, nice. They're going to call it offensive, and there was absolutely zero need to move on the screen. He'd already created all the space he needed. And as much as Markusson will argue the case, he initiated all the contact. It's an interesting call, let's put it that way.
I think it was a good screen, and Jönssonen did not screen. I don't think his teammate told him the screen was coming, and that's why we saw the kind of contact that we did.
Finland in the half court. Hassan moves it on. They stretch the defense, attack the closeout, get to the hoop, don't get the 2, but clean up on the offensive boards. And if Sweden are going to run this zone, they're going to have to box out. Chance to run the break. Sweden have numbers. Almost too many numbers. Everyone gets in each other's way, comes down, push to push. Watch out. And Julian just leaks out, throws it down, and opens this out to an 8-point lead. Jai gets it, breaks it down, kicks it off for the easy 2. And if there's one part of the game that Sweden have got some joy at, it's breaking down the defense. Finland challenging them one-on-one. They're quite happy to play them one-on-one on the floor. Again, attack the closeout, super ball movement, wide open, Little for 3 is no good. Defensive rebound, Hutchinson gives it, and Jai leaks out. Takes it up strong for 2, doesn't get it to go. Then they're gonna call the defensive foul on the box out. I think Little just walked underneath the offensive rebounder. Well, Sweden have got stops. 2 out of the last 3 possessions, haven't managed to turn that early opportunity into points, and they will rotate as Jan Pansar checks back in. Again, the checks back in. He's been the inside presence that Sweden have built this program around. Akasson steps out, great read, has the open look, knocks it down. First time he's had space and time, and he just buries it. Gustafsson puts it on the floor, tries to take the baseline lane, a little hesitation, needs a pass, finds a pass. The quick release on the 3 is good. And on Max Hooney, from the opening tip where he got the first 2 points, has put on a display in this first quarter, knocks down the 3. Kasson just explores the pick, breaks the defense down, needs a pass. And Jai gives it back to him, wide open, same spot, lets the 3 go and knocks it down, repeats the process.
And now they only trail by 1 possession. If they can get a stop, they'll get the ball back. with a few seconds remaining to end this first half. And talk about that timeout. They came out of the timeout, momentum was against them, changed the momentum, shown a 2-3 zone that's worked well for them for the most part.
Maxuni goes up, floats it, gets the two. He's had a super first quarter. Arkasun, halfway line for the three is no good. And when it was almost a double-digit game, I think Sweden would have taken the 5-point margin. They've stemmed the flow and trailed 26-21 at the end of one.
Well, we talk about basketball being a game of runs, and that's exactly what we have experienced here in this sold-out arena. Sweden, they could have folded, in my opinion, when Finland went on that run late in the first quarter, and they didn't. As you see the statistics, Finland 67%. Look at that, 8 of 10 from free throw range. Sweden has not even attempted a free throw after 10 minutes of play.
Only 2 fouls in the whole quarter, Finland. And when you consider they're up the floor, straight man to man, you got to credit the quality of their defense.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great first half, though. I think, you know, what do you do? Figure out, let Markkanen have his points. He has 10 points already, as we see some of the highlights from his first half. And then you say, but we need to do a better job on their other players, like an Edon Maxuni, who already has 7 points. He's 3 of 3 from the field. You know, figure out how to stop the others, or do you have to do a better job of Markkanen? Because I think 26 points,
too many.
It's way too many. That's a lot of points at the end of the game, and I don't think point for point Sweden can stick with Finland if they continue to score like that.
I would 100% agree with you. If it carried on like this, you are looking at 100 to 80. And that's pretty, I think Sweden pretty much have 180 points in them, but I can't see them having any more. Yeah. In fact, I think 80 is going to be a push. Well, there's the Courtside 1891 app. Download the app, scan the QR code, stay up to date with everything about international basketball. If it's on Courtside and it's international basketball, you will see it. You'll see that code once or twice during the game. Scan it, enjoy it. Göteborgs will inbound the basketball, start of quarter 2. Pansa has it. And Arkasun has shown Finland, not that they needed to be shown, the quality he has if they give him the open shot, just recovers it. Göteborgs needs the pass, finds the pass. Arkasun with 9 on the possession, backs it out. Will go at this matchup, breaks the defense down. Pansa had the 3, takes the foul. And that is Swedish basketball. Patience, share the basketball. At times you're asking their better players to take the open shot, but they shared it. But they're still under so much pressure on the perimeter defensively.
And you know, Finland, they didn't have Markkanen last summer, and I really believe had they had him at the Olympic qualification tournament in Valencia, Spain, I think they could have beaten Spain in the semifinals and possibly qualified for the Olympics. They might have been heading into the semifinals, honestly, top of the group. They weren't. They lost to the Bahamas, so that's why they crossed in the semis with Spain.
And what you're saying is that they are a team now that competes at the highest level. When they have everybody, they are exceptional on any given night. Maxuni moves it on. Well, they try to contain it. Great work on the glass. That's a super rebound by Anderson. It's the role players of Sweden have got to step up here. Åkesson moves it on. Pansar gets it back to him. They look down low. There's a matchup if they want to use it. Praganda. And Maxuni says, I don't like this. I'll take one.
Yep. That's 2 fouls in a row, though, on Sweden on 2 defensive possessions. As Murnin in the game, the next generation youngster, number 24 for Finland. And you mean, he must have grown up watching Markkanen and see everything that he's accomplished, and I'm sure
Pansar gets the 2 out of bounds, but you're absolutely right. It's like
Finland's future is still bright.
It's almost a mini-me.
Yes, it really is.
Markkinen outside will move it on. In some ways, that could be a hell of a thing to live with, but Markkinen puts it on the floor, going baseline, stops, needs a pass. Max Hooney for the 3, knocks it down. Well, there's the answer. Do they stop him or make him take a tough one, or give Max Hooney, who's perfect from the field, another opportunity to knock the shot down? 5-point game. Alcasun has it. Breaks into the keyway, stops, pops, fills it up. Super little move, just create a little space.
Yeah, great first half. He's the reason he's keeping his team in the game.
That contains it. The open 3 is no good. And as a team, Sweden competing on the glass. Alcasun has it, gives it up. Was knocks into the inside. Nice extra pass. And the Sun with a throwdown. And the youngster had to take a little piece of being the wrong side of the highlight. And Finland don't like the scenario. They take the timeout. And you got to say, Denzel Henderson has had an impact.
He really has, and as soon as he checked into the game after the first few possessions, offensively, defensively, you said it, he does the dirty work.
Let's take a listen to the Finnish timeout. They have a question that they've just been answered.
Yeah, but like,
let's take a listen.
Defensive effort, but now they dominate. They attack to the peaks, we are too low. Every time they break it inside. Pull up, cut, switch. We have to trust on stopping the ball, X, and deflection. Guys, just back to basic. Watch out if it's a zone.
Vieläkö löytyy pusupareja? Kyllä.
Sieltä oikein kunnon suukko, antaa palaa.
We've seen this already today in this group. People will talk about, you're going to pressure, you got to help. Finland don't play help. They recover to try and challenge shots, but everybody is in the lane, pressure in the pass, pressure. It's Lithuania very similar, apart from when Valančiūnas was on the floor. The quickness is there. The quickness is there. Use it. Finland with a 1-point advantage, 29-28, 7:43 in the half remaining. And whether it was the 2-3 zone or just the fact that they're starting to score it more regularly, Sweden slowed the tempo. Bragander does a great job keeping it alive, but he's not going to be able to recover it. Ball wide open out of bounds. Knocked down, foul off the basketball.
That's definitely getting count.
Jantunen just was so open, absolutely wide open. Knocks down the 3. Loose ball foul on the shot. Not sure which way they've actually called this. They called it on... Is it Murinen being called for the foul? Yep, offensively going to the glass.
Yeah.
Charged with the personal. So it's Finland this time who pick up 3 fouls in the first 3 minutes of the second quarter. Pelle Larsson will inbound. Sweden will hope he gets something easy, hope he gets some rhythm going in this second quarter. Alcasun, Anderson on the pick and pop, moves it on. Defense so stretched. Anderson in the corner for 3. Let me just check the profile. Is that the same guy? He's had a half. Knocks it down after throwing it down. So Colleen goes down low. They're going to call Bruganda for the hold, I think. The first defensive effort was good by Anderson. Took the bump, but Bruganda wanted a little piece of it. Pulled for the reach. The bump, they're okay, but then there's the reach across the body.
And you know, Markkanen, he's going to the free throw line, but this is only his first attempts of the second quarter, where he already went 6 times, he scored 10 points. He's still only at 10 points. So defensively, what Sweden is doing is working against him. And I mentioned it. I said, are they going to change anything up? Are you going to try and, you know, have him score less and worry about the others? And clearly it was, no, we need to stop everyone if we want to give ourselves a chance.
Well, and you pointed out the 2-3 zone, and it's definitely had an effect. They've gone back man to man at times, but the 2-3 zone looked effective, but it's a little bit trying to dodge bullets from the perimeter. Pelle Larsson will inbound again, and Finland just relentless with their defensive pressure. Ludwig Markkanen is going to know he's been in a basketball game here. Larsson tries to spin, looking to force it a little. Looking to try and create things for himself. Must be a little frustrated right now.
I was going to say, I think the fact that Sweden are only trailing by 3 and Larsson has not had a good game so far.
Ah, yeah. Nice pass, excellent out of bounds. Markkanen just slipped after setting the screen for Larsson. And Sweden back to 1 down. And if you didn't think we had a game, we definitely have one. Vantonen moves it on. Little outside, open to them for 3, doesn't get it to go. Markkanen on the glass, tries to put it up straight away, can't get it to drop. Markkanen has it in transition, stops, pops the 3, fills it up and tells the crowd. 2-point game, Sweden have their first lead. Little tries to respond, looks at the ball screen, doesn't turn the corner, and Sweden are the team now with deflections in the passing lane.
Well, you know, we talked about that 2-3 zone. That did work. They gave up a few offensive rebounds, but for the most part, I think it slowed Sweden's offense down. Then they went back to man-to-man. Now they're switching everything, and it's working for them. It is taking Finland out of their offense, what they want to get in every action, because they're switching.
Markkanen outside, put it on the floor. Anderson's doing a job. Great defensive effort. Denzel Anderson, take a bow. Listen, when you come off the bench, you have to make a difference, and he has made a huge difference in this. He is the story of Sweden getting back momentum-wise into this game.
And not just offensively, it's what he has been doing defensively. It's all of the off-ball stuff.
And Markkanen sits down. Little with the quick release on the out of bounds for 3, just buries it. Markkanen will take the Bruganda screen, puts it on the floor, breaks it down, drops it inside. Bruganda goes with a short 2, is good. Wow, toe-to-toe time at the moment. Cambo, little hesitation, tries to work to the ring, off the glass for 2, sweet looking finish. In his own time and space, kisses the glass for 2. So Njai to the ring again, high finish off the glass. You're not blocking that off the top of the window.
But I like Njai. The times that he has got to the basket, good things have happened for them.
Goes off the glass for 2. Wow.
This is an exciting game because everyone is stepping up and contributing for both teams right now. It's not necessarily only the superstars that we talked about before this game started.
Markkanen, little hesitation, manufactures it. Bruganda's on the offensive glass. Getting a lot of production out of Casson. Again, breaks it down, gets it inside to Briganda, goes with a jump hook, can't finish, offensive rebound. Balls knocked away, will go back to Finland. Casson wants the foul.
On the replay, it looked like a pretty good strip by Miro Little, who was underneath the basket. Obviously, we didn't hear what maybe the Swedish bench heard.
Just under 4 to go. Already a 41-40 game. We said it was going to be up and down. Jantunen into the half court. Max Hooney looks to turn the corner, attacks it, goes upstairs. There's no space.
It was well defended.
Yeah,
really well defended, the pick and roll action there.
Took away all the space to play with it. But Finland will have the basketball on the baseline. 11 seconds remain on the possession. Get the same wide open look out of bounds. That's a hell of a screen. Oh, and Jai's just taken off. Burners on to the ring for 2. What a finish. Wow.
And you know what? I can kind of understand a little bit the frustration that the Swedish players and the fans have right now, because they're not getting to the free throw line and they think they are being fouled on shots where, you know, compared to Finland, they're 10 of 12. Sweden have only gone 1 of 2 times. I think you could call a foul on that play.
Well, you can call a foul because they called fouls earlier on.
Yes, exactly. That's the reason.
1 or 2 of the penetrations where there was a whistle, there's as much. And Jai should be rightly feeling he should get the same treatment. Let's take a listen.
And today's volunteer of the day, he's been working in
The X is there, so stop the ball, be there early, attack the ball, put the pressure. Now he's changing. Another thing, guard screens. From the communication. If they hit the screen, you switch. Talk it early. To the basket. Let's go. Hey, Lowry. Let's go, party.
We both mentioned the rotations, but the starters have played relatively heavy minutes. Only Sashu Salin is under double-digit minutes for the starters for Finland. So people have been in.
Yeah. They have gone to their bench, though. They've played, you know, everyone has played for Finland. And, you know, 10 out of 12 players. And this is where I really think basketball has progressed and the level of talent 1 through 12 now, where before it was not uncommon to see a lot of teams, a lot of coaches only go with a 7-8 man rotation. I don't think at the next level in a tournament where you have to play so many games that you can only rely on 7-8 players.
Markkanen doesn't get the layup, gets his own rebound almost, but they, as a team, recover it. Open 3 on the ball reversal is no good. The mess is cleared up on the glass. Super defensive rebound by Gadafors, who is belying his age. Really putting in a shift physically. Markkanen gets it back. Will play the ball screen, gets the switch, moves it on. Panzer attacks the baseline to the ring, blows the layup, is fouled, and will go to the line.
So only their second trip to the free throw line in 17 minutes of play here in the first half for Finland. I do think if they stay aggressive, they're going to get calls there.
Yeah. Well, I do have the feeling that if he scored the layup, he wasn't getting the foul.
Which they do that now. You see fouls called late. The referees are told to wait and see how the play...
Oh, no. I 100% understand the wait and see. But if it's a foul, it's a foul.
A couple of the GB guys in the gym watching this game, scouting for the next game.
Sweden, after trailing for much of this game so far, lead this 44-41, and Sabonis took the timeout, didn't like the momentum, but Sweden haven't missed a beat. Hambo will advance the basketball. Granderson moves it on. Max Hooney, who's seen a lot less of the ball. Nice curl. I didn't see Getafors. Did he just get stuck?
Yeah, I think his feet just didn't move, and he saw what was happening and wasn't able to get there.
Well, Casson gets it into the half court, and Jai, who's been a spark off the bench, turns down the screen all the way to the ring. What a finish!
Oh, and they called a foul, and and one.
Wow, what a finish! The block comes over, he just caresses it over the block.
Hackinson, 15 points, 16 after he makes this free throw attempt. And also, the elevation and the confidence, you know, the help side came, not only just a help side, but I mean a help side who is known as a shot blocker. We've already seen it here today. He's proven it throughout his career. And zero hesitation. Hankinson goes up, releases the ball nice and high, takes the contact, able to finish, and a three-point play opportunity.
Well, Sweden, as we've said on a number of opportunities, when they attack one-on-one, they're breaking Finland down now. This three-guard set offensively is really giving Finland some issues. Salin goes inside. Bo with the lean back two, doesn't get it to drop, not the best looking option. As Panzar advances the basketball, gets it back where it should be. Hargasson moves it on, they look inside, Göteborgs has it, sees the help baseline and kicks it. Great pass. Brigander gets the finish.
Yeah.
Just patient, wait for the play to develop. Take one for the team, and I'm not sure I really like Hargasson taking one for the team, but...
No, but I think it was a smart idea. They had fouls to give. It's only his first personal foul, second team foul. It's a good heads-up play there.
So, rotations on that finished bench as Cambo sits down. Max Hooney will handle the basketball on the baseline. They go lob. Markkanen goes up off the glass for the, what is an easy two for him.
How do you stop it? It was not badly defended.
No.
Someone needs to come and help on the lob pass from behind. You're not going to come up with it, but maybe you can tip it.
Brigander down the lane, little floater, doesn't get it to drop. Down the lane, and is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Jantunen, who's been impressive early in the game. Will have to earn them from the line.
It's almost been a quiet 8 points for him in the first. He had a couple fast break layups. He knocked down that wide open three-point shot out of the baseline, out of bounds. But really, 9 points already. And looking back, you wouldn't have noticed. You wouldn't have said that.
And Jai looks underneath, can't get it. Brigander now gets it because there's bodies on the floor. Spins baseline, has it knocked away. Barkley just controls it. Gets it back. Not stopped going up off the glass, doesn't get it. Great follow. Super follow and work by Gustafsson. Second possession in a row. He has just crashed the glass hard. Finland have brought themselves back. They lead at 49-48. Timeout Sweden deep in the first half. Let's take a listen to coach. They need to get into the half in a positive way.
Ja meillä on täällä Valtteri, jolla on erittäin hienot Jordanin jalassa vastaamassa. Valtteri, meillä on sulle yksi kysymys tuolla, jos sä vastaat siihen oikein, niin silloin sä voitat pussillisen Nike-tavaraa tai Nike-kassin. Ootko valmiina?
Joo. För Denzel i corner. Okej? Vilken corner? Va? Vilken corner? Vi kan spela mot vilken vill du helst skjuta från? Ocean side. Okej? Så vi har Ludde eller Melvin. Viktor, Denzel, akta så de inte pushar dig. Okej? Adam. Hopp, pass. Hand-off, pass tillbaka och sen kört också.
En sak bara, hej. När ni ser att marken håller på att posta mig, alltså under...
Osa tästä lähtee upea naikin bussi Valtterille. Ja annetaan Valtterille mega iso aplodi täyttä.
Wow, the two back-to-back threes really did spark Ludwig. Paul Casson. Then he started to create. Just got the rest of the toolbox out, started to use it. He's a major reason we're at 48-49. Finland will show some pressure coming out of the timeout. Last 54 seconds of what's been a...
I think they're going to go for a 2-for-1. You know,
They should do.
So you want to get somewhat of a quicker shot here offensively, get a stop, and then get the ball back for the last possession. Well, they're taking their time, so maybe they're not going, or it's just a defense.
Casson, hard show. They switch it. Casson needs a pass, finds one. With the ball with the top three, deep on the clock, doesn't get it to go. And there's around a 4-second differential between game and possession clock. Masuni gets it into the half court. Sashu Salim. How times change on the Finnish national team. Hasn't had an open look in this game so far. Yeah, one look, right?
No, he's grabbing me first.
Whistle on the play. And they are going to get the last shot because of the turnover. Well, the offensive foul.
Yeah, it was an offensive screening foul. Right?
Yep. Brigada's going to check back in for the last possession. Remstead will sit. Hansar has it. Wouldn't be surprised if they try just to clear out for him. Now he's got to break the defense down. Needs a pass, goes inside. Brigenda seals, doesn't get the two. Well, they got the good, great look. Couldn't finish the play, and we've reached the half. And breathe. Finland, after a half that has swung both ways, they lead it 49-48. Too close to call.
It really is, and you know, I am corrected because I said I'm not sure Sweden can continue to score at this type of a level after that 21-26 first quarter. Well, they outscored themselves. They scored 27 in that second quarter and held Finland only to 23, and I'm not sure at halftime we would have expected a 1-point lead for Finland, but Sweden are right in it, and the biggest thing for me is Pelle Larsson. 0 points. He's attempted 1 shot, and he has 2 fouls. Just not getting it done, but it doesn't matter because his teammates are stepping up. 15 points from Hankinson. He's been incredible. He's done it everywhere. He's attacked the basket. He's knocking down 3-pointers. He had 3 consecutive 3-pointers almost. There we see the key players. I already talked about Larsson. Markkanen, well, 16 points in 60 minutes. He's on his way to have his normal high-scoring performance. But 10 of those came in the first quarter, only 6 in the second quarter. If you can hold him to 6, 7, 8 a quarter, you're going to put yourselves in a really good position.
Well, if they do it for 6, he's under 30. And we're going to look at some of the best plays, and Markkanen's all over those best plays. But it's the other guys that have stepped up for Finland. Max Hooney's had a super half.
Oh, great half.
I mean, he knocked
10
down...
10 points, 4 of 4. Can't be better. You cannot be better.
And that's... Both teams need that. They need... That's why what your point about Larsson is such a big deal for Sweden, because Anderson in particular, but a number of guys off that bench stepped up. Now the question is, I know he's been in preparation, but he hasn't been part of the program when it comes to some of the qualifiers. Can he fit? Can he, in this type of situation, will he just work with a group? Because that one time he went back, he almost looked to try to make something happen.
Right. I mean, you know, it's growing and growing pains, and Sweden have not been in this position for a long time. There's one player on that team who participated at their last FIBA EuroBasket competition, and a great game he is having. 7 points. He's doing it defensively. Anderson coming off the bench, like you mentioned, he only has 5 points, says he has 2 rebounds, but his efficiency, when you know basketball, he's doing everything you need. He's doing the itty-gritty, dirty work that doesn't show up on the statistics.
Including the block on marking one-on-one. I mean, it's like teams need that spark, don't they? They need someone that's gonna generate that. Well, we'll have lots more opportunity to talk about that in a moment. We're gonna take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you shortly for the second half.
Kyllä sieltä tuli taas 5-5 ja 5 täydet pisteet.
We're in for a showdown here tonight. Let's get this party started. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good.
Bogdanovic, who goes in and scores. Ah!
This is what it's all about.
It's all one big basketball family, folks. He is a magician. Winning time. Both teams over the limit. You have got to be kidding me!
Now there's Jokic again, and Fontecchio comes up with a steal. He's going to go all the way, and he gets a shot off.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Fontecchio. Look at this again. It starts with a great defense. You get your hands up, and then watch him go the other way.
Oh, they're still going to go coast to coast. 3-point shot. Oh my word! Magic Markkanen up off his feet, and so too are the Finn fans.
Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the third quarter.
Como gets rejected
By Garuba. Lucas from a long way out. Good! Can you believe it? The second game in a row. A shot from half court or even beyond. And Greece take a 4-point lead to halftime.
Well, another three. Out of Hokic. Out of all the way. Oh, baby! Amen! Svidovisa! Tbilisi! Unbelievable! Are you serious?
Doncic comes up with the steal. And look at that pass from Doncic. Giddy up, says the Mavericks superstar. And Stojan Ivkovic might be breathing some fire this time out.
First round of 16 game comes down to this. Fournier with a little runner short, but there's no goal at the putback. Can you believe it? Big bad Rudy Gobert goes up for the putback dunk. And boy, Turkey are lucky they did not also blow the whistle on that play. Here's Markkanen, guarded closely by Wancho. He spins, he solves the double team. Oh, what a block by Hernan Gomez. He was triple teamed and it was just too much.
Into the half court, puts it on the floor, down the lane. Oh!
Incredible beast.
Where did he take off from?
The god goes off.
Wow.
And this is gonna be shown over and over again.
Here's Doncic. Oh! Are you kidding me? It's like he's in his backyard, in the driveway. He is just, well, he's not from this planet.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Welcome back. Tampere. We're going to take a look at the two top scorers from the first half. Lauri Markkanen with 16 points, 3 from 9, and 1 from 3. But as Shona said, he had 10 of those in the first quarter. And whether it be the zone, whether it be Denzel Anderson, who appears to be his little nemesis in that first half, they found a way to slow him down a little bit. 6 points in that second quarter. Didn't get a lot of looks.
And only went to the free throw line, I think, 2 times, or yeah, you know, only scored twice from the free throw line in the second quarter, where he had about 6 points in the first quarter. He does have 8 total points from the free throw line, but if you can keep him off, keep him from attacking early, just that catch and drive type situation, because he's too athletic. You're not going to stop him. You're not going to get in front of him. If you can make him have to play slower, I think it gives you your best bet. And don't put him on the free throw line.
Well, there's shot chart to finish that look at Markkanen. He's put a marker down for the level, and he has continued where he left off in preparation. But this guy, once he made that first 3, almost single-handedly started to tick it over for Sweden. He was crucial for qualification.
But you could just see the confidence grow, like you said, in that first 3-point shot that he saw go in. And then he says, you know what, I'm going to take over. My team needs me right now. And that is exactly what he did. 15 points, high shooting percentage, 3 of 4 from 2 and 3 of 4 from 3-point range. He couldn't have done much more as far as offensively goes.
And as the captain, he is the emotional leader. He's got a lot of help in that front because Denzel Anderson in particular played with a lot of energy. Bragander does a lot of blue-collar stuff around the ring. And this Swedish team have put themselves in the game at the half. And we talked before the game about, can they take the crowd out of it a little bit? And they almost have.
Yeah, correction, my bad. Hackinson was on that team also back in 2013.
Oh, okay.
So they do have 2 players, so they know, and 2 of the players who have played the best for them so far in this game, because they know exactly what it takes. They have been at this level before.
17. He was 17 then. He was like one of those.
He was a baby.
He was the guy going to Barcelona.
Yeah. He played though.
Yeah, I mean he
got playing time, so.
There was a period of time where Barcelona was full of Swedish players. Another guy on this team, Nicholas Spires, hasn't played yet. He was in Barcelona. So there's a number of Swedish guys who'd made that trip to Spain. And there was a period of time, and Swedish basketball reaping the benefit over the last few years. So Markkanen with 16 points, 4 rebounds. Zashu Salin, who for many years was one of those offensive sparks from the 3-point line, hasn't needed to get himself open, hasn't needed to be a factor.
No, but he's still, defensively, you're still worried about him, and you never want to leave him open,
100%.
Which I think opens up the court for the rest of the players.
We're going to see some highlights from the first.
On his way back to Spain after those many years in Tenerife.
Many, many years in Tenerife.
And they had big-time success with the Basketball Champions League. It was a major part of that. Back to Madrid, but playing in Leb Gold, so that's a real addition for Estudiantes in Madrid, getting him. Lauri Markkanen again, there you go, 16 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. He's just going to accumulate numbers, he's that level. There's the other thing to talk about, I think, though, Shona, is the work that Angie Njai off the bench really was effective. And that 3-guard set with Yang Pansar looked really effective for Sweden, really gave Finland a problem.
It did, and what I like is, you know, they had to switch things up defensively, and we saw that. And every time a team switches their defense, it takes the opposing team's offense a little while to figure out the weaknesses. They went to a zone, they went to man, they went back to man. They switched everywhere when they were in man. And it really, in my opinion, it really slowed or took possessions away and opportunities away from Finland in that second quarter.
Well, it absolutely, and it just makes them think, doesn't it? They're not coming down the floor and just running and playing. It gave them the opportunity to force them to try and do things in the half court. Marcasson was with 15 points, 4 assists as well, and the 1 rebound. And the point Shona has made consistently here is that Pelle Larsson, so effective in preparation, coming out of the NBA, was one of those guys that was going to make a big difference to this Swedish team. But you've got to get into the flow. You've got to get into the team, the chemistry, and everything else. And if he shows up in this second half, we could have a very deflated arena.
I mean, it has been a quiet first half for Larsson, who, you know, he was our player of the game going into this. And I can't imagine him not finding or figuring out what it's going to take for him to be successful. But you, like you said, he has played less games with this Finnish team.
Both coaches just in the huddle, moments away from the start of the third quarter.
Vi spelar backscreen för Simon. Nu sätter backscreen, spelar short show. Så när Simon kommer mot dig.
So one of the questions must be, just before the start of this third quarter, both teams played really fearlessly in that first half. When this game, if it stays close, which team's going to really believe in what they do in those moments?
I do think the fans and the sixth man, who are all the fans in this sold-out building, could be a deciding factor come end of the game, and if it's a close game.
So the starters for this second half making their way onto the floor. Sweden will go with the original starting lineup. Still that 3-guard set that really has been an issue. Valtonen will start for Finland, who've matched that 3-guard look, really. So fascinating third quarter. So Finland with the 1-point lead will get us going in this third quarter in the Deck Arena here in Tampere. Back screen, Sashu Salin gets it, looks for a little space, nothing doing for him on the perimeter. Markkanen down the lane, watch out! Take cover on the weak side as Markkanen just throws it down. That's the way to start a half. That's the way to start a half.
With a highlight?
Oh. Once he turned the corner, it's like, oh, get out the way. Super execution, created the lane. He took the drive lane and just threw it down. Pensar trying to take a little emotion out of the first possession. Larsson puts it on the floor, has an opportunity to go to work. Gets it off the glass and one. Made it up a little bit as he went along. But
is he inside the semicircle? I'm not sure. We'll take a look.
Oh no, he's outside. Did he go forward to meet him? It's the only way that becomes a block. But again, it's one of those things you said a number of times in that first half. You know, Sweden will start evening itself up, and it's starting to do that right now. Coach Tuovi is not happy at all.
I understand. I think it was a tough call that went against him. But that being said, they've been to the free throw line a lot more than Sweden have in this game. And not that I think refs look at statistics and try and equal stuff up.
Wow. Throw it down, step off me, and I'll knock the 3 down. The first 5 points are Markkanen's. And Finland have it by 4. Larsson needs a pass. Marcasson. Super pass. Uganda didn't really have enough in his locker to make the most of it. Larsson with 3 on the clock, got to put it up. Gets it away just in time, gets it to go. Welcome to the game, Pelle Larsson. Hunterman sets the screen. Maxuni turns the corner. Has it knocked away, but draws the contact. They have to throw it long. Sweden switched everything, took everything away. Salin outside, goes inside with a pass. Markkanen just extends. Has to lean back for the two and makes.
Even he kind of shakes his head a little, saying, I don't know, but it went in.
Just extended the arm. I thought they'd overpassed the ball. Panzar has it. Inside out, Panzar, feet set, loads of time, just fills it up from deep. Super execution by Sweden, so patient. Drew to help, found the open man, knocked the three down. Markkanen has it, has all 7 points. Great work on the glass. Larsson looks to push, has numbers down the floor. Panzar has it, thinks about it, turns it down. Carcassonne just steps back. So smart to create little space. The pause. Brigander for two, soft touch. Great read.
Really great read. Had the mismatch, found the big man whose help had to come.
Maxuni, feet set. Knocks down the three. Whatever they've had in the locker room, we need some. This is a phenomenal start to this third quarter. Now Larsson tries to create, tries to work, gonna whistle. Referees look at each other, not quite sure. Again, Larsson looked a little bit like, I'm not sure where I'm going now. Goes into traffic, draws the contact, and the officials will give Sweden the ball on the sideline. Finland rotate.
I think that's a pretty good call.
Yeah.
I know at the end he tried to, you don't shoot like that.
Carcassonne looks to turn the corner, gets to the keyway, goes upstairs for Brigander to throw it down. It's a clinic of way to exploit advantage.
Roll advantages, and it's not as though I thought that defense was bad, but if you don't stop the guard, you leave the big exposed.
Well, Markkanen makes the pass, Cambo fumbles, gets it off. Salin for three. Just in case you forgot him. Leave me alone, I'm knocking it down. Panzar attacks it. Wow, there's some rhythm to this game. Carcassonne for three. Oh! 62-62, 6 to go in three. Markkanen moves it on. Finland in the half court, Salin moves it. Feet set, lines it up, can't knock it down. Great box out by Larsson, just held his space. Shakes it, tries to get inside, has it knocked away, but will go to the free throw line. Is it me, or is it, I'm not sure. 3 times I thought he's mishandled something here, but still continues to make it happen as we get the replay of the pick and roll and the throwdown. But if we were worried about how long it would take Paul Larsson to get into the game, no worry.
We knew he had to step up. We knew he was talented enough. He had a tough first half, but picking up 2 early fouls, going to the bench for extended minutes in that first half did not help him find his rhythm.
Wow, he's found it.
I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, the veterans on this Swedish team also gave him a little bit of a pep talk at halftime.
Yep.
Said, listen, we need you. You know what you're capable of doing. You've been one of the top scorers during the preparations.
He's come to play in quarter 3. Sweden extend the defense. Seppala breaks it down, needs a pass, finds pass. Cambo lines up the 3. Can't get it to go. Oh, the back door was there, but they second-guessed.
Well, that's what happens as well when you have your post player bringing the ball up the court. The guard needs to go and get the ball.
You got 3 great guards in a 3-guard set. Anyone will do. Sapala will advance the basketball.
Sapala didn't play in the first half, and now early here in the second, he checks in.
Markley. Cambo. Back-to-back misses from the 3-point line. Markkinen chases it down. Fills the double team. Great find. Saline for 3.
How about that find? Markkinen was in the opposite corner. Well defended. Saline with such a quick shot release as well.
It's like roll back the ears time. And he moves it on. Larson needs a little separation, takes the ball fake, goes up, doesn't get it to go. Anderson keeps it alive. Sweden outwork Finland on the glass as a team. And goes inside to Briganda. Larson's wide open, lines up the 3, got a piece of it. Cambo just flew. Oh, that's a backcourt. How about Cambo's closeout? Wow.
You thought that was going to be a wide open shot for Larson.
Yeah.
We've seen his athleticism, though. He demonstrated it in the first half. We've seen it before when he's played for Finland.
Briganda's going to sit. They got that rotation where Lamstad checks in. So Lamstad and Anderson are the inside presence on this 3-guard set for Sweden right now. And if you'd have asked me before the game, I said there's no way they're going to cope with what Finland have athletically, but they are more than coping. Casson will take the ball screen. Look, gets the mismatch, has a look at what he can play with. Takes the tough 3. Oh! At the moment, they can't guard him. Cambo works to the middle. He's going to travel. Oh, they're going to call a foul on the floor. Ramstad just trying his best to just take away the penetration. But Olivier Cambo is a tough ask when he gets that deep. Tobias Borg will sit.
Markusen spending the last 2 years playing for UCAM Murcia. He's heading to Badalonia, staying in Spain next year. Can you not just imagine Murcia right now, that all their fans are saying, why did we let him go?
Super little baseline, reverse layup, Gustafsson, great timing. And we are locked at 67. We have another new ball game. How long does Sweden go to that? Casson well, lines it up. Knocks it down. You are absolutely kidding me.
You have to be kidding me. This has to be a top score by a Swedish player at a FIBA Euro.
Oh, and a block down the other end. Njai will advance it. Oh, Casson, just give him the ball and enjoy. Njai, who's been a handful all game. Tough to guard off the bounce. Larson pops, knocks down the 3, but is short. Thought it was dropping. And Cambo will advance the basketball. It's Finland trying to take some air out of the game right now. Sapala gets his feet set. That's his spot. Knocks it down. It's toe-for-toe heavyweight boxing stuff here in the middle of the ring.
And I don't think these teams are playing bad defense, but their offense has just been exceptional tonight. We thought there was a lid in this gym in the first 2 games, to be honest. Well, these teams right here have proven us wrong. There was no lid.
Super pass. So that is fouled. The first step gave him the opportunity to break it down. Gets fouled, will go to the free throw line. That's a pass, though.
Hackinson looks tired walking off to the bench. He's going to get a little bit of a break, and a much-deserved break for Sweden, as he has been the go-to player offensively. 24 points already for him, and there's still 12 minutes left in the game.
Well, Ramstad's an 83% free throw shooter across the qualifiers. Well, he wouldn't give any of that just to make one of these. Goes 0 for 2. Gustafsson needs a pass, just almost a second backcourt. And Finland go to that passing game where everything's on the move. Gustafsson comes off the pin down. Sweden contain it. Gustafsson nowhere to go. Little drops the pass. Oh, what a finish. They're going to wipe it off after the shot. The official, Georgios Porzingis.
You know, I think we're going to get the advantage of a replay, but I think it was a pretty good call by the official. So I can't really see. I think it was still in his fingertips. Well, the 13,000 so fans don't agree.
Have they challenged?
Oh.
It's a brave challenge. Let's take a listen and a watch. We're bound to get a great angle.
Okay, this is a head coach challenge from the blue team. Shot clock violation review, and we are going to review if the basket is valid. Initial decision is no basket. Stop. Stop. Can you see another camera if he touched here the ball? Bravo. There is a contact. Go. 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 Frame by frame. Continue, stop. Can you see the red, yellow light also? This one. This one. It's not good. No, this one. One back, one ahead, here. Here, wait. Any other, this one, give me this. This one with frame, with pause, here. There is a contact, no basket. One frame back.
So this is the frame, he's still touching the ball.
So after the review, initial decision in base, yellow LED right appeared before the ball was released. Basket does not count. Basket does not count.
All I can say here is, thank Christ for technology.
I was going to say, does it go on the red lights? Or the 0-0, because they didn't seem to match to me.
They went to the light, didn't they? To see the release in the light.
Yes.
You just need something to get the crowd, and they've just got it. They're now well involved. Not that they weren't anyway. Big call, 70-70. 1:40 to go in the third. Njai puts it on the floor, breaks the defense down. Great find. Panzer with the extra pass. Anderson attacks it. Right hand for two. Denzel Anderson. Super finish. Little wraps the pass. Gustafsson. Oh, he came down with it. They're going to count it. They knocked it out of his hand.
Yeah, for me, he didn't have contact with it. It was knocked out of his hands. He stayed with the play, got the ball back and finished.
Super finish by Madsen. Njai looks for a pass, can't find one, but smartly throws it off the leg. Found an answer to a problem that he had no way to find a pass. Markman comes back for the last 54, 6.6, as does Briganda.
Brought to you by Kassa Station in Sweden in number 35, competitively by Kassa Station in Finland in number 20.
Briganda's got to get open here to release it, just about. They're going to call that offensive. Well, if it's a shirt hold, it's a non-basketball action, in my opinion, if it's a shirt hold. I've yet to see a basketball action that involves holding a shirt, but that's just my view.
Not really sure what the call was. I mean, it was an offensive foul. That's his third foul.
So that's why it's a big call.
Yeah.
They're not taking him out for the possession. And Tunen advances the basketball, needs a pass, finds one. That's moves it on. That's puts it on the floor, spins to the middle, goes with the left hand, doesn't get the drop. That's a box out by Anderson, just kept his body moving. And Sweden doing this last 2.5 minutes without Larsson or Bogvason on the floor. Anderson wide open free. This would just do it. Doesn't get it to drop. And Finland will hold for the last shot of the third quarter. Pansa had a foul to give.
I'm not sure they needed to use it then when there was no action going towards the basket. I think they could have used a little bit more of the clock, but they had a foul to give and they took it.
And they get a chance to get Briganda out the game.
True.
So
don't want to take a risk. Well, they left him. I'm surprised they didn't take him out on the last possession.
100%. Salim back in the game after going 2 for 2 in this quarter from the three-point line. He'll inbound. There's a lot of shooting threat on the floor for Finland right now. Max Hooney. He's going to have to put it up. Oh, gets it off. Antonin has it, knocks away by Anderson. And that'll do it for the end of three. And we are locked at 72 apiece at the end of three. What a quarter of basketball. The stats are going to make super reading for both lineups. But after three, we're tied at 72.
I mean, this game couldn't be more exciting. Obviously, it's a tied game. I was impressed with Sweden after the first quarter. I was more impressed with them at halftime. The fact that they stuck around when Markkanen went on a little 7-point scoring run by himself. You know, Hankinson doing everything he can. We'll see him in the highlights. He had to go out. He was gassed when he got to go to the bench with 2 minutes left. And this is a big game. This means a lot. You talked about it earlier today in our other games. Minimum, you got to try and come up with 2 wins in the group stage, right?
Yeah.
And this game could be so important on the last day of group phase, which will be in a week from now.
Well, and in this case, teams that might both be qualifying, so they're going to be all sorts of...
Yeah, mathematics we're going to have to do.
And you do get to that stage, as we said before, one-off games after the group.
Right, anyone can win.
Would you want to play either of these teams in a one-off game? Because in one-off games, they've got guys who are just going off.
Yeah.
And they do enough defensively to give you a hard time.
Yeah, they really do, and that's the thing. I mean, this is a high-scoring game, 72 apiece, but I genuinely, and I think you would agree with me, I think defense has been well played. It's the offense is out of this world right now. It's so exciting to watch these two teams, and it's not just 1 or 2 players. Everyone is stepping up.
Absolutely, 100%. How many wide open looks? A handful. That's it.
A handful, like you said.
So here we go. 10 minutes to decide. This is just opening night. It's not no one qualifies tonight. The way the crowd react, it might feel like that, but no one qualifies tonight. Everyone just puts themselves in a position, but it's so much more than that. There's a little bit of local bragging right on top of this, as well as the EuroBasket. Larsson, who announced himself in that third quarter in the game. Briganda will reverse it, going with Briganda while he's on his 3 fouls, going early. Panzer down the lane for 2, just drops it off, smart. hit the second side coming out of transition. Mara Little tries to create a little separation. Anderson guards the ball again. Well, they offered a two-point shot. Salim gets it, gets his feet set. Make that 3 from 3. Was I the guy that said, where is he? Do they need him anymore? They need him in a big-time way. 3 from 3 for Sashu Salim in this second half from the three-point line.
I said defensively, he takes, they're worried about him, so even if he's not scoring, but...
Ansar turns down the 3, gets to the foul line, needs a pass. Super look. Wow. Markkanen on the outside. They hit the second side again. They're going to look and play. They're going to call the block, which is unfortunate on Padsai, who's just a step up of the steal. And they just came together. Official had to make the call that way. Little on the perimeter, turns the corner. Tries to create some space and angle, doesn't do it. That's a rebound though. Salim, clock didn't stop, didn't hit the ring, have to take the quick 3, way short. And why wouldn't Denzel Anderson come up with a defensive rebound? Pensar has a look, tries to separate a little bit from the defense. Briganda goes short on the roll, inside out. They turn down the 3. Force goes inside to Briganda, who gets the option for the little jump hook, can't get it to go. Markkanen. The Force just working so hard, but they give up the open 3. Dodge that bullet, and a super defensive rebound. Dawes is just having a game. The veteran. Rolling.
It's the veterans right now for this Swedish team that they're showing them what it takes to get it done offensively and defensively.
Anderson frustrated, he had the mismatch. Briganda is fouled before he can get off the floor. They could call that on the floor. Yeah. I'm not sure he could get up, he was being held down, but...
My question is, could you review that and say, was it a play on the ball?
Wow, yeah. That's one of those
Hard
fouls.
to say, yeah.
I really hate one of those fouls.
Me too, because obviously they were trying to foul. They didn't want the shot to happen.
But make a play.
Yeah.
Don't just foul it. Briganda is the release out of bounds. It's a little flare. Larson with some space to play, goes inside, ball goes out of bounds and stays with Sweden. 6 on the clock. Referees do a great job at working together. Paul Sanders couldn't see it, went to Horizov. Yep, they communicated. Yep. That's exactly what.
It's what you also expect. These are some veteran referees that have this game here tonight, though.
Super work by the officials. Marcasson is held, but can't get free. Panzer's got nowhere to go. He has to go really long. Doors goes inside. Larson, little ball fake, is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Getting very chippy out here right now.
Oh, they know what's on the line, both these teams do.
There is no offensive foul by Larson there. He's just protecting the ball going up to the glass. Finds himself on the free throw line. Chance to make this a 3-point game for Sweden. Probably Sweden might need to find Ludwig Marcasson a shot here, so he doesn't forget what he was doing. Get back in that rhythm.
I don't know if he'll ever forget this game, to be honest.
You talked about specifically about Sweden being worried defensively about where Sashu Salim was, but his defensive effort the last 2 possessions, unbelievable effort to take away space on mismatches, just working so hard to stay in front. Here's Mara Little, advances the basketball. Finland in the half court. Cambo will look to reverse it. Salim will hit the corner. He's going to drag Panzer out the keyway. Little looks for a little separation. Campbell, 4-3 is no good and long. That's an effort on the glass both ways. Panzer has a chance to lead the break. Not surprisingly, the pace of the game in this fourth quarter has just gone down a notch. Pelle Larsson. And Saar. They are all over Carcassonne. Oh, pretty little finish. What a way to manufacture that.
31-year-old all smiles after that. After that shot. A little bit of a teardrop floater. I'm not sure Gadefors even knew himself that he had that in his offensive bag.
Of course he did.
Of course he did. That's why I put it up. 13 points for him. He has 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's had to guard Markkanen a lot in the game.
You know when you need that old mechanic to knock on the door and fix your problem? That's what he's got. He's got every answer in that tool bag, found somewhere from the bottom of that tool bag. Now, he'd learned how to do a floater at some time in his career. Just manufactured it. It's given Sweden the 4-point lead.
And then we're seeing some Hackinson highlights during this timeout where he had consecutive 3-pointers in that third quarter. And all smiles by the Swedish fans right now. They are up 4.
That's a great job by the cameraman to find the Swedish fan. There are quite a few in here, but in 13,000 bodies, we're probably we're talking about in excess of 12.
It is a bright yellow. It is a bright yellow, so if they are wearing a yellow shirt, you can pick them up quickly.
What an atmosphere in the Deck Arena.
So what do you think about this? Murnin, the youngin, checking into the game. Didn't play in the third quarter. Has played limited minutes. Just the confidence that coach has in his team and his players.
And the whole of Coach Tuobi's sort of education as a coach is based upon going with that feel. And why does he need to go with the youngster when you've got the veteran, your captain, putting on the floor and putting up his own little floater? Sashu Salim, 11 second-half points. Villedors needs a pass. Larsson turns down the extra pass, floats it in the lane, comes up short, doesn't get it to go. And Murnin comes down with a defensive rebound. Markkanen nowhere to go, and they fouled him behind the backboard.
I don't think you really need to foul in that type of a situation.
Yeah, if he makes it, he makes this one. Especially, he is such a solid free throw shooter too. Markkanen on the free throw line.
Yeah, well, you need to stop saying that, Mark.
Because you missed the game.
He missed. I mean, that is not the first time this has happened today where you have
If only we really did have that power, you know? Makes the second. Parkinson needs a pass, gets it in. Penser, they've gone slow here, Sweden, though. You don't want them to go too slow. I don't think they necessarily have the game to play it slow. Briganda goes baseline, needs a pass, turns it over. It's playing in front of the defense. Great look. They're going to call the foul on Pansa, and that's, I think, absolutely correct. There's no rhythm now to Sweden. And Carcassonne in particular was thriving off that rhythm. His whole team was in the flow of what they were doing. Now it's a little slow.
Well, I'm wondering, do you go back with Anderson, even though he's maybe less of a scoring threat? Well, not that he's proven that he can score.
They have to go lob out of bounds. But they've lobbed it to Markkanen. Pulls the trigger for three, is way off. And again, I think it's a pretty decent call. Crowd loving it. Foul's going to be called on Force for the hold on the rebound.
I think it's going to be his fourth personal. Or he's going to check out.
Well, that's one way to get Anderson back in, but not necessarily.
True, maybe not what they wanted to do.
1 point game. Still an eternity to go. Over 5 minutes. Murinen, fearless. Doesn't get the three to drop. Great work on the glass. Everybody said after you, and Murinen's got his own rebound. Goes up, gets the two. Don't doubt me, anybody. I'm here to play. The youngster just steps in, makes the play, gets the rebound, and finishes.
And I think he's trash talking, heading back on defense right now.
Super steal. Sashi Salin gets his feet set, moves it up. Murinen. Oh! Timeout, Sweden. When you just come back from high school, what would you do?
He does not lack any confidence, that is for sure. And taking advantage of the opportunity. I questioned him checking into the game late, but the energy and the confidence and the athleticism has given this Finnish team a boost as they go up 3. They were trailing 4 a moment ago.
Oh. Comes into the game back-to-back, doesn't care that he's playing in front of 13,000 people.
Well, you know, talk about pedigree, Bub. Markkanen, both his parents played professional basketball. Murinen, both his parents played professional basketball. This is, you know, I think the future of Finnish basketball in the last 4 points that we've seen.
Ex-players have to have children. That's the future.
Ex-players have to have, you know, and I don't know if, you know, the Finnish Federation gently put those two couples together, but it's working out in their favor right now.
Lots of hype, lots of talk. All that stuff has to stop when he steps onto the floor. And let's put it right out there that Lassi Tuovi, no doubt, this is the time. I'm putting them in because, and in some ways, you know, like, he would struggle potentially earlier in the game against more physicality. Everyone's dead beat on their feet out there at the moment. He's active, throws it down for the two, and pretty much 13,000 people were up with him. Three-point game. Still wants Sweden to get back into that rhythm. It's so hard to pick it back up. And they are just all over Casson.
For good reason, I would be too.
Oh.
You know, Sassu's defensive assignment right now is to not let him breathe.
Markkanen hits the floor. Larson saves it, knocks it out of bounds. There's only 0.7 on the clock. And Finland have just gone to 2 levels up defensively. This is the time they'll turn the screw at the defensive end. And that slowness that Sweden have gone to and the rhythm they've lost is now becoming an issue. 0.7. Got to go lob. Got to hope someone can get it away. 13,000 people are playing defense right now. Get a 5-second call on the sideline just to underline, put an exclamation mark after the defensive effort. Finland will come down the floor with 4:16 to go. Looking to build on this momentum. Surely they'll try and find Markkanen. Will they go to the veteran? Salin moves it on. Max Hooney. Something goes upstairs. They run a play for Murinen.
They almost ran a play for him. It was a great cut. Good heads-up play. Janssenen knows how athletic Murinen is. And he's going to be feeling that a little bit tomorrow, but it doesn't matter because right now he's going to the free throw line, and that's the only things that are concerning at this moment.
Well, Murinen will go to the free throw line. He won't. This is just shooting free throws for him. And that wasn't even trying to put anything on him, but.
Well, I don't know why Finland are complaining. They actually don't have to be.
They're going to give it because they came over the three-point line.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Larson wasn't. The ball was in his hands, and Larson went from the three-point line into the top spot, which he could. It's a dead ball anyway. There was no need to.
I didn't know they entered in the three-point line when the shot was happening.
Bound to make it. Bound to make the second one. Makes first. 4-point game. Murinen. Living the moment. Living the dream. Goes 1 for 2 from the line. Briganda comes down with a defensive rebound. Larson, guarded by Markkanen. Larson's gone quiet because Markkanen's taken the matchup. Now he puts it on the floor, goes up with a floater, gets the drop. Tough move to the middle. They switched defensively, and that's all he needed to break the defense down. Max Hooney into the half court. Gustafsson moves it on. No second thought. Shaken, knocked down the three. Well, we asked the question, who would carry on doing what they do, and they have Finland on the team who are keeping that rhythm.
Yeah, but we've seen it. What, to me, the most enjoyable part about this is that everyone is stepping up and contributing to the success right now.
He didn't touch it. It's right in front of us. The official on the baseline had the best view. He's caught it. Let's get on with it. But Markkanen was millimeters away from a breakaway. And you've got to give so much for whoever. It's Gustafsson at the moment. Casson has not seen the basketball since returning. Now he gets it.
Well, it was Sasu Celine, Gustafsson.
Murinen got a piece and knocked it away. You cannot keep Murinen out of the action at both ends of the floor. Gets a deflection, causes the turnover. Halkason has had to sit. And you know the question about how often do you go to the well, do you try and keep him a little fresh? He's got out of rhythm.
Yeah. He had to go to the bench, though. I know it took him, but he had nothing left in the tank when he went to the bench with 2 minutes left in the third.
It's almost, could he have gone sooner? It's one of those debates.
Yeah.
But then again, he just made 2 threes from that point. So Max Hooney will advance the basketball. Still only a 5-point game. Still 3 minutes remain. Markkanen outside, guarded by Anderson. Gets a little separation. Murinen tries to save it. Markkanen had 2 guys open, just picked the space between the 2.
I think he wanted to pass to both of them.
It's okay, Murinen's giving him a 5. Told him it's okay, let's play. Man, you're seeing the future right in front of your eyes right now. There's literally, with Sasu Salin, there's 3 generations of Finnish basketball on this group.
There really is, you're right.
Pansar has it outside. We'll wait for the ball screen. It's still a little slow. It's still a little standstill. Little pause, fills the double team. Great pass. Again, he just reads the floor. Timing was great by Briganda. Closes it to a 3-point game. Max Hooney. Markkanen, who's getting a touch every time down the floor, and they've gone a little slow as well. Markkanen steps through. And then takes the foul. They'll go to the free throw line because the penalty. holding his calf, which is a worry. Let's take a look.
I think he drew a lot of that contact.
Yeah.
And if you're a defensive player and if you're Sweden right now, what else can you do? But then again, they were both moving and it looked like a foul.
Yeah.
I think it's a very, very smart move by Markkanen.
Absolutely right. They're not in stance and holding space. So if he goes and there's contact, has to be a foul.
And I'm sure the referees are going to review this, but later when they go home and they watch film as well, they go back to the hotel, and watch film. I'm not sure what other way you could. Something had to be called, and it wasn't an offensive foul.
Absolutely. Worryingly, Markkanen's feeling that calf after that play. He's trying to stretch it on the free throw line. Grimaces a little bit. He's not going to sit down right now, that's for sure. But Larson on the wrong end of a 5-point margin. Kansas seen a lot of the basketball. Force has it knocked away. Mirroring it again. Involved in action almost on both ends of the floor. Defensively, he's so long that he really does pose a threat to the steal. Just so long and quick. Force is the release. Goes against Murden, go on baseline. Gets the two, super move.
Super move, going up against the young and the veteran says, you know what?
Still a single possession game. Murden, I thought he was going to step back and take the three for a second. Turns it over. Off the glass, the two is good. And somehow, Ludwig Harkasson finds a way to contribute. Comes up with a steal, gets the two. Protects it, draws, not a foul.
I think it was a foul. I think it was a good job protecting the ball going in. Murden obviously frustrated with, I don't know, his captain, Zasu Salin, but you got to sprint back on defense, even if you know it's going to be a fast break opportunity. And those are the kind of things, I think he will learn the older he gets. But you saw the frustration going to the bench. You don't have the authority to start getting mad at your teammates, especially your captain.
No, absolutely.
Not yet. Maybe in the future, but right now, no.
He's at the wrong end of those three generations we mentioned for that. A single point game, 88-87. Finland have 2 fouls to give. That could be crucial come the last minute of this game. But Finland will come back with the basketball, with the 1-point lead. Take the 24, or do you advance it for the full team?
I think, for me, you take the full. You don't want to, you know what I mean? It's not as though you're trailing by one. It's not as though the clock is really in the favor of either team right now.
Zasu Salin will inbound the basketball. The ball's in the right guy's hand. Max Hooney is the guy they'd love to get it to, and they do. Max Hooney and Harkasson. Markkanen steps back to relieve the pressure. Finland taking some time. Salin. Markkanen, far side of the ring, count, foul on the play. And he's staying down.
But that was the calf he was stretching too, no?
Yeah. Definitely the calf he was stretching too.
Yeah, at the free throw line, the possession before. It could just be cramping.
When he's walking out of it, he's going to the free throw line. You feel her pain. You feel the concern.
They do have a day off tomorrow. Both these teams have a day off. We know Finland has the primetime hour. All of their games are the night game. I can guarantee you he's going to have 24-hour treatment after this game.
From the free throw line to make it a 2-point game. Whatever happens, it'll be a 1-possession game regardless from this free throw. 116. Why wouldn't you make 2 for 2? Call as you like.
He's limping.
He is limping.
He is really limping, Mark.
Larson gets it into Pensar. Can't spend too long. They don't want to run out of good options. Larson attacks the lane, draws the contact, doesn't get it to drop. Will have to earn it from the free throw line. Took a long time out of the clock, that possession.
I don't necessarily disagree with that, though. You want to try and find the best shot possible. If you have to go deep into the clock, it's fine. You know you're going to, there's 1 minute left. That's an eternity at an end of the game when it's a one-possession game.
It's always fine if you actually end up getting something.
A good shot, yes.
If you just kill it and then you have a bad one.
You're right.
Larson simply really has to make both. Makes the first. And Sashu Salin back in the game. Hardcastle never even sniffed the basketball. He just face guarded him, didn't give him a look.
I didn't even see him open.
Exactly. Larson on the free throw line. Eleven, 10 points personal, almost the offensive rebound. Wow. 2-point game, under a minute. And Tunen has it, needs a pass, Salin gets it, looks to attack. Oh, what a pass, but they're gonna call the foul. And Larson can't dance, he can't get the tech right now.
From our angle, that did not look like a big foul. I think it was Madsen, right? He fumbled the ball a little bit.
Wow. Hey, Larson's going to sit. Which could be a huge factor. He doesn't need a technical.
He has to sit because he has 5 fouls now. Remember, he had 2 fouls in the first couple minutes of the game.
But it could be a huge factor if they do end up with an overtime situation to play the 5 without him. Why not get Hardcastle in the ball from the first pass? Why not?
And then give him a couple of screens.
Yeah. Wow, the free throw line. Boltonen. To make it a 3-point game. And he does. Still a single possession game, still plenty of time left, 43.8 seconds remain. Pensar has the basketball. Hardcastle simply has to see the ball. Well, Pensar's got to attack it because there's no help if he attacks it. Pensar, nowhere to go, needs a pass, goes to Brigander, is blocked. Sashu Salin acknowledges the foul called on the pass.
Not a bad foul, to be honest,
great
because
foul.
Wide open. I mean, it was a great defensive block by Markkanen, but you don't know that was going to happen, so I actually think that was an excellent foul call.
Well, Sweden will take the timeout. Coach Rippinen.
Well, he had 2 timeouts remaining before that one, so he still has one after this, and you know, ball is going to be on the on the sideline, I believe.
Yeah, it's on the sideline. He's got 28 seconds, 14-second reset for the foul.
I think, you know,
does he go tie or does he take the 2? Does he take just the best first one he gets?
I think you take the best, but I think you have a play drawn up for a 3-point shot, to be honest. You're playing away. You've had a good shooting night from 3-point range. I say you go for it.
I'm with you on that, I think.
And then if that's not there, you have a secondary option.
And try and attack it.
And try and attack the basket.
Well, Hardcastle has not seen the basketball. If they try and run something for him, they're going to everyone will switch to stop him getting it. It's a tough old ask, unless you give him the ball out of bounds for him to get it back.
Yeah.
But without Larson, it's not like you don't have anyone else you would specifically go to.
I mean, Anderson's knocked down one. Why not, right?
And Pensar's been incredibly quiet offensively himself in the second half.
He's been quiet, but he's still been running and doing his job.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't think he's had a bad second half.
Hardcastle may screen and then come off something, just so he gets the defense chasing. Everybody in the arena is up. Sweden on the sideline, down 3. 14-second reset. Hardcastle's going to the corner. Gets it.
And now you attack. You don't have to settle for a tough three-point shot.
Castle nowhere to go. They're going to. The clock hadn't started. The 14 seconds.
Oh, so are they going to redo the entire possession, Mark?
That's a huge. I don't think they can do the whole possession.
Okay. I don't actually know what happens in this situation.
I think they go back to what they have to go back and see what was left.
All right.
Take that off and start on the side.
And then ball will be again on the sideline though.
But only with 5 or whatever.
However much time left on the shot clock. Okay.
I think. I'm not the referee here, obviously.
So they're going to review. Well, we'll get to listen.
Yeah, they're going to review and listen. And that's what I assume the review will be around the time. You don't want to be the timekeeper right now.
This is a clock review, and we are going to review malfunction of the clocks. Wait. 28.7, and we stopped 20.8. So shot clock should be 8.6. Yes.
6.
8.9.
20, 8. Now it's 8 down.
8 down.
6, 7, 6.
6.7.
But it cannot be 6.
It's 8. 8 down. 8 down.
8 down.
14 μείον 8, 6.7, 6.7. So, after the review, shot clock.
Okay, yeah, so you were right.
But it's very unfair, in my opinion, on Sweden now. Because they only have 6 seconds from the sideline because of a malfunction.
But it was also good defense by Finland, so you can look at it both ways.
Yeah.
7.
There's part of me that says, well, the clock didn't start. Why don't we go back? But the clock did start. It was the 14 second that didn't start. Couldn't have a bet. One of the leading officials in European basketball, Mr. Porzingis. Couldn't have a better official in this situation, trying to take the emotion out of it and just get the fact. Now, Parkasson, if he gets, there's every chance if he could get open that they would foul him. But they're in the bonus now, so it would still only be a 2-shot foul.
But while they were doing the review, Sweden also had an opportunity to go to coach, and I wouldn't be surprised if they drew up something a little bit different here.
Great execution. In the corner for 3, that's short.
Tipped.
Markkanen mishandles, goes out of bounds, and they'll have it on the end line, but there's only 2.5 to go because the ball hit nothing. They had to have an alternative option because he didn't get an option from that out of bounds. He got a great cut to get free. They'd have run that first time and he'd have had 14 seconds. More than comfortable. They had to get something off the out of bounds right now. Don't want to take that second time out. Parkasson has it, puts it up, floats it, gets fouled, will go to the free throw line. Contact with the head. He's got a chance to make this a 1-point game from the line. But Finland don't have to shoot it. It's only a 13.9 clock left. So you know Sweden will foul. It's just who they decide to foul. Parkasson simply has to make the first one.
Yeah, ideally, you want to make both.
Parkasson on the free throw line makes the first. Sweden will take the timeout if he makes the shot. I don't think Finland have asked. In fact, Finland have one left or not?
They do have one left, yep. Do you take it now, though?
Tuivoni hasn't asked for it. Sweden have asked for a timeout. There's the Swedish, the sub, rather. Good, excellent call to bring in G. Surprised perhaps he wasn't in earlier.
A little bit of athleticism. Obviously, I think they're going to trap. They're going to try to go for a steal. If that doesn't happen, you don't have to foul right away. You try and go for a steal and a trap force the turnover, then you go ahead and take a foul.
Seppala also checks in. He didn't play the whole first half. He played a little bit at the beginning of this half. Back into the game at the end of it. Great out of bounds. Now they've got to foul it. Max Hooney running is fouled. And 9.1 seconds left. Max Hooney has, if he makes both, they're going to foul as well, right?
They're going to call a timeout. They're going to advance the ball and try and go for a 3, I think.
Sweden, yeah, we'll have the one timeout.
They have the one timeout, yeah. Yeah, you go ahead, you make both, you have to.
If you make the one, then it's a different situation.
It's a different ball game.
Yeah. If you make the one, you have to rebound. There's all sorts of permutations. Max Hooney on the free throw line. To try to give his country some breathing space. Makes the first. To make it a three-point game, which he does. Sweden will take the timeout.
And like you said, disappointing. They don't have Larson on the floor. He's not available with the 5 fouls, who would give them that other three-point threat, because outside of, really speaking, Hackinson, not a ton of three-point threats, right, for Sweden. And the way that Hackinson has been defended in this fourth quarter.
He's not, unless they run something that's ridiculous or there's a breakdown, I can't see Hackinson being open. And if he is open, he's going to get it in the corner with nowhere to go. I mean, the other option is just trust someone else.
Just trust someone else. I mean, at this level, everyone can shoot open three-point shots. Let's not, be naive to that fact.
Well, Anderson's already shown that in this.
Gaddefors, he's 1 of 2. Panzer's 1 of 1.
But the issue they'll have is that they have so much length guarding them on the perimeter. If they do guard them, it's going to be tough to get it away. Brigander is not a three-point, doesn't shoot the three, so he's
How do you like this? They're going to take it on the baseline, so maybe they get movement going into their offensive set.
They're going to get fouled, right?
If you're Finland, you would think to do that. You don't want to foul on a three-point attempt,
No. Pansar with time, with space. They're not going to foul him. Gets his feet set, puts up the three. Oh, it's no good. They get the offensive rebound. They're going to foul on the play, whistle on the play. It's going to go back to Sweden with 0.9, which is just about enough.
Pansar was actually open, though.
He had a very, very, very good look at it. Pansar. Sweden with a prayer left to try and take it to overtime. It's 5 on 13,000 at the moment. Brigander is out of bounds. And Finland, that has to be time if it touched anybody. There's only 0.1 left on the clock. The crowd are going to start celebrating, and they should.
I mean, you don't really need to call a timeout, but you can't get a shot off with 0.1. No. And I guess they just want to make sure that they get the ball inbounded, no silly fouls happen.
But you throw it again, you just throw it to someone.
Throw it up, just throw it up, someone tip it. No matter what, throw it to either team right now.
And in some ways, let's not lose sight of what a game. I mean, what a game. It's now finished. It's finishing with the fouled attempts to get it, but Pansar had a look to take it to overtime. And Finland have just about managed to put themselves in a position to get the opening night win.
It hasn't been easy.
No.
Both teams slowed down a little bit in that fourth quarter. Like you said, they couldn't keep up the momentum and the speed, the attack that they were playing with.
So Finland will advance the basketball. Murinen's going to check in. And let's not forget the impact.
I think they want to try and go for a tip, to be honest.
You think you're going to throw it up there? And,
well, you know, I saw Jay Triano, Canadian, come up with a play. Well, I don't know why.
Whoa.
It wasn't even tipped.
It's not touched. They're going to have to play that again.
I saw Jay Triano throw up something. He said, throw it at the rim and just tip the ball. And even if it touches the rim, clock can't start yet. You just tip it in. Well, they're going to have another chance.
They'll just take the game now. Finland win a classic. Finland win a local derby. Finland win their opening night EuroBasket game and put themselves on a road that they want to see take them to Riga. But what a game. 93-90. Sweden did everything they possibly could except win the game.
I mean, I know it's tough because it always hurts losing a game this close, but they have to feel very good about their performance and what they did tonight. And if anything, this gives you confidence moving on in the tournament, in my opinion.
Well, I think we've had this conversation about tournament basketball, and if you go into it with that mindset, as in we've got to play today, we'll take whatever result and go forward, they can only go forward from this. Finland have in inverted commas, the perceived easier game in the second game because Sweden played Germany after this. And Finland have Great Britain.
Yep. So
if Markkanen is hurt, there may be a way to try and soothe that one a little bit. Sweden playing like that would give Germany a hell of a game. But Ludwig Parkassen is going to be absolutely guarded by any team at home.
I mean,
and let's not forget, lots of stories in the game, but how great a story was Sasu Salin in the second half. 11 points. The defense he played was game-changing on Parkassen. Just an unbelievable performance by the captain. Unbelievable performance. Lots of people are going to get the headline. Muranin will get the headline as well.
Oh,
Sasu Salin was absolutely phenomenal.
This is what I loved about this game, and we can say it about both teams. It was the contribution at different times of the game from so many different players. As, yeah, of course, you know, Markkanen's going to go out, 28 points, 6 rebounds. But how big was Mashuni throughout the game? I mean, he was one of the leading scorers. 15 points. He was perfect from the field, and he's still perfect from the field when the game ends. And he ends up with 15 points. Yautinen, big three-point shot. He ends with 12 points. I mean, everyone stepped up. Obviously, the youngin, Muranin, huge 4 points at the end of the game where you were thinking, what is he doing? And the confidence, Sasu Salin, the captain, who we've seen knock down shots, but he just went off in that third quarter, and then his defensive effort in the fourth quarter. But I can say the exact same thing about Sweden, and this is why it was such a great basketball game at the international level.
Oh, absolutely echo everything you just said. But for Sweden, they could end up, they're going to play the world champions. They could end up after 2 games with an 0-2 record, and they've worked hard, and Parkassen is going to feel the miles in his legs. We're looking at the best plays, and one of the best plays, the Sasu Salin still, the Murin layup. Possibly the biggest 1.5 minutes of Murin's life, let alone career.
He played sparingly last summer for the senior team at that Olympic qualifying tournament. And this year, obviously, the confidence that coach has in him. Didn't play in the third quarter, checked in at a crucial time, and was a game changer.
Yeah.
Really was.
And Tuovi's confidence in him is only matched by his confidence in himself, because he wasn't phased.
No.
Just fearless. I'm playing basketball. I'm 18 years old. I'm just playing the game I love. But that was just a tremendous basketball game, a tremendous performance by both teams. Such a high level in front of a full house. It has this effect on the table. Germany, Lithuania, and Finland win on the opening day. Nothing decided except the fact that we've already decided we have a group here. And that's clear that there's going to be games every single day here. And we've got some stories. Sweden were just unbelievable. Foul trouble killed Larson. Almost bailed out by Harkasson. Not quite enough. Finland end day one with an absolutely amazingly happy crowd. And Germany, Lithuania, and Finland get the win on game day one. What an end to game day one from Shona Thorburn and Mark Clark. Hope you've enjoyed the day. We have. We'll see you on game day two.